get this linear rail set where we need it. We're going to clamp it down with a bunch of clamps, transfer punch in them, and punch them all out, and then we could come back and drill the ones that we need. But I want to punch everything so that they're ready to drill. I might even run the drill bit on all of them, put a little divot on them, I'm not sure. I'm not planning on putting a bolt in every one. For starters, I'm going to put one in the end, and I'm going to skip 3. Put one in, skip 3. If I need to, I'll come back and I will put one, every other bolt will be skipped. I have a little bit of gap right here, maybe a 32nd of a gap, but I might need to shim that up so that way we're not pulling down on these linear rails. One of the things about doing that is getting your ends where you need them, especially since we're bowed out. If we were bowed the other way, we'd want to bolt in the center and then work outward. But as we start bolting in, I need to be dropping shims in and tightening up against the shims, so that way we don't have no bow on these. But I need to double check actually the rails, make sure there's no bow in the rails to begin with. Maybe there's a slight bow. I don't have a good surface to test them on though, so I'll probably just use a straight edge and check a few places and see if I see any gaps on anything. If not, I'm going to assume that these are fairly flat. This tubing is old. It's had a lot of weight on it over the years, so I don't know how straight it is anymore. It used to hold on forklift batteries, so that's why the metal was just nasty from battery acid over the years. But I think it's straight enough to do what I need to do. That little gap, I can shim that gap in there. Shouldn't be an issue at all. And start getting things put together. Can't wait to see this gantry together and start hooking the motors up and watching it run on its own. Excited for that. Let's get this rail set in place. Okay, I had to go to Harbor Freight to get these because I did not have any transfer punches and there was no other place to buy them. I don't like going to Harbor Freight, but I had to this time. So you find a transfer punch that will fit in there. So that one doesn't fit. And this one does. This one is 11/64. So you take the transfer punch. Now, you got quite a bit of wiggle room in there still. You kind of want to find that nice even spot. And go ahead and give it a whack. Now we can see them all pretty good there. And you got to get the right size bit for tapping your 8 32nd holes. Let's get some oil. There we go. So, I did not like the idea of having 1/4-inch bolts, or sorry, 1/4-inch plate, because that's a lot to drill through. Okay. This is very time consuming, so you don't break a bunch of taps to get it done. I might actually go one size bigger, I don't know. See how loose those are. So that way I don't break these threads out. I mean, don't break these taps. Okay, hold on, let me see here. You know where those little magnets are? Or here, why don't you shove your hand in here? Can you shove your hand in there and grab that little piece that's in there? There should be a little piece of metal in there. Reach in there, it's way back here. You're not far enough back. You might have to. There we go. I didn't record me knocking out this tap here. This is what I used, a punch here, and I cut the punch down so it was short and wouldn't bend. And I was able to use that to punch that out and finish tapping it. And then I drilled these two holes and they went fine, tapped them. So now we're going to get into the hole here, saving some battery using a corded drill here. It's a drill. It drills holes. You want to watch? There we go. I gotta tighten this up a little bit here. Not a very good chuck. Okay. Now we'll put a little bit of oil in here.
Whoa.
Now, before we tap that, we're going to take our drill in here. And then we're going to move it around a little bit. Just a little bit is all we need. Now when we run this tap in, yeah, see? Let me twist this in here. And it cuts threads so we can put a bolt in here.
I'll hold it there.
All right, hold it for me.
We need a more.
Yeah, I'm going to do a lot of them. So, see how easy that was? I didn't have to go back and forth, and these bolts seem to be holding pretty good. I'll show you guys here in a second. Clean all the metal off the flutes. See them? Thank you. Now, these go right in there. It's a nice tight fit too. Okay, I don't need it right now. It's a nice tight fit. Looks great right there. So this will actually go pretty fast. I decided I'm going to do every other hole. So I will get this all installed here. I'll finish drilling these all, get the rail installed, then I'll move to the other side and do that side. So let's go into warp speed again. That's interesting. The more weight you put on it, the easier it slides. You slide it? Slide it. Oh, you slide it up. Is that cool? So So I have about 53.5 inches of travel. I could have actually moved my bar 1/2 inch forward and got to 54 inches. Not a huge deal, but if I would have known, I would have moved that down. Because when I slide this all the way back, when I hit that motor, I have the other 1/2 inch, a little over 1/2 inch on this side here. What I messed up on, but it's all right. We'll do the other side the same way, just so both sides are even. One side done, the other side to go. Let's go ahead and mount this rail on. I don't have all the threads tapped. I broke 3 taps. So I'm done tapping until I can go to the store and buy some more. Say, huh?